So today we're going to talk about the No Surprises Act, about ABN forms, when you may want to consider getting those signed. And that way it just helps protect your office. It helps patients have a very clear understanding of what is going to be, something that could be not covered by their insurance company or when they're considered out of network, so that they don't have unexpected medical bills and you again are protected so that you can charge them for services that they are requesting. And this will also kind of touch on the No Surprises Act and how that may impact your practice. The No Surprises Act was enacted into law in 2021. So this is fairly recent in the grand scheme of things. And it was actually a federal legislation that was designed to protect patients from unexpected medical bills, which is a great idea, but there are some complexities around it. And you want to make sure that you're complying so that if there is a patient who receives a bill from your office, they can't come back and say, well, I'm not going to pay that. It really addresses situations where patients are unintentionally receiving care from out-of-network providers, especially in the hospital setting. I think that was really the intent, is that a patient could go to a hospital that they're in network, but the physician is out of network, which would lead to bills that they didn't anticipate. So that was really the intent of it, but it bleeds into, say, a private practice that is seeing patients, and there can be one of two scenarios, right? So say you're not doing an eligibility check, which we talked about last week, setting a goal for that. But say you don't do an eligibility check, the patient is out of network, and say you don't bill out of network claims, you would normally just bill that to the patient. Well, if the patient hasn't signed a form kind of alerting them to their financial responsibility and estimate of costs, they may not be liable for that. And so you're really going to want to make sure that, again, that eligibility is done up front, so you're identifying out of network patients, so then you can have them and make sure that they sign the financial responsibility form.